All right, let's move on to the title of the book, because it comes from a statement by Bill Clinton.
Yes.
And you tell an incredible story in there about Bill Clinton wanting Hillary Clinton to challenge Barack Obama for the nomination this cycle, and Bill Clinton uses the term that Obama's an amateur.
That's right. This conversation took place in August of 2011. And it took place in the converted barn on the Chappaqua estate that the Clintons own. And it was this is where Bill has his private office. There were more than 4 or 5 people in that room at the time. People came and went. Bill loves to have an audience. And he was fulminating about how Obama doesn't know what he's doing, how the people around him don't know what they're doing, and that he's done a private poll, secret private poll, that shows that Hillary could beat him in the primaries and that she should run against him, the seated president, the sitting president, for the Democratic nomination. And Hillary said, "What do you mean? I'm his Secretary of State. What about loyalty?" And Bill said, "There is no such word in politics as loyalty."
Isn't that amazing? And he had done some polling prior to this. Who else was at this meeting? Set the scene a little bit more.
Well, there was Chelsea Clinton was there, and she, in fact, supported her father and did urge her mother to challenge Obama in the primaries. And then there were several friends, and I interviewed 2 of these friends who go back with the Clintons decades. I mean, really many, many, many years. And I interviewed them separately. And then I only used those parts of their interviews that coincided so that I had double sourcing for every quote that I used.
Mm-hmm. So you needed, for your sourcing, so you had 2 people that were in this barn.
In the room.
With Bill Clinton. And Hillary was worried whether or not this was going to leak out. And she raised the question, well, what about loyalty, Bill? And he had an answer for that.
That's right. He said there's no such thing as loyalty. That word doesn't exist in politics.
Ouch. But she was the one that decided against it. She wasn't for doing this. Why?
Well, and I think she was wise because she understood that that was a no-win situation. But he is so desperate to get back into the White House. He said...
He even said we.
Yeah, that's right. He flipped it.
I only have... Yeah. Go ahead. You tell it.
Well, she said, we've got...
2016.
We've got some time before 2016. He said, you may have some time, but I don't. Meaning he's going to be 70 years old in 2016, and his health isn't that good.
Wow. So it really is all about Bill all the time. But the Clintons do hate the Obamas.
They don't get along at all. And this whole business of Bill Clinton going out and doing commercials for Obama, it's all politics, because beneath and behind the scenes they have nothing but mutual contempt for each other. And
Bill never got over the fact that, when he said they played the race card on me and they planned it from the very beginning, I mean, I think that's probably about as angry as we've ever seen of Bill Clinton publicly. Do you think he's going to do things, on the surface seemingly to help Obama but really undermine him? Because I have friends, too, that are close to the Clintons. And they tell me all the time they think that this guy is incompetent, that he has no business being president, that he's driving the country down the drain.
That's exactly
I don't even think Bill Clinton would vote for him.
That's what Bill Clinton thinks. He thinks that, Obama is kind of the anti-Lyndon Johnson. He doesn't understand how to use the levers of power in Washington.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing how deep this goes. All right, look.